Depression? Isn't that just a fancy word for feeling bummed out?
Don't be this guy.
Everything's wrong. The stress of my modern office has caused me to go into a depression.
Don't be this guy either. Depression is not something which is unreal or should be ashamed of. Depression is not an achievement, nor are you a victim if you have it. You don't have to go around telling people you have depression. One of the most common misunderstanding about depression is that it is similar to being sad or down. Anxiety problem is seen as weakness, and people often tell you to pull yourself together. But it's actually an illness, and this is not something you make up. Although many people who have depression feel sadness. The symptoms of depression may last for months, years, and for some people it becomes difficult or impossible to carry on with daily life. From outside, it is difficult to judge if a person is suffering from depression. That person might seem to be having a great time at a party, he's singing, he's dancing, he's making jokes, but from inside, he feels no pleasure. The biggest example is Robin Williams. To the public and even close friends, he appeared to be happy, upbeat and funny. He was financially stable, all those things which seem worth living for. But behind the public persona that we know and loved, we now know that he had battled addiction to alcohol and drugs and was struggling with depression. It is also a wrong notion that if a person is suffering from depression, that person is suicidal. No, only severe depression leads to suicidal thoughts. I know because I had depression and I don't mind talking about it, because the more we talk about it, more normalized will be this topic. The first time I had depression was when I was in Kolkata studying and living alone. I asked my friend Sambodotto to stay with me for a few days and it helped me a bit. I confused depression with loneliness because I was unaware of the concept of depression. Then again, few years later, when I was living with my parents in my hometown, this melancholy, sad feeling came back again. And I was confused because I had a very good childhood, I have loving parents and I'm from a well-to-do family. So there is no reason for me to be sad 24/7. But I kept this feeling to myself and looked into the matter on internet. I checked my symptoms online and tried to understand it better. Then I remembered Marcus Trescotty. Former English cricketer Marcus Trescotty was the first cricketer to address depression openly, at a time when such traits were considered an admission of a weakness rather than an illness. He was at the prime of his career when he decided to quit international cricket at the age of 31 years old. Anyways, with time I managed to understand myself better and sorted out this matter. There can be many causes of depression, such as childhood trauma, social isolation, health issues, side effects of medicine, even good events such as getting a job, graduation, or even getting married. Marriage is not a good event. So can be moving, losing a job or income, getting divorced or retiring, sadness or grief after the death or loss of a loved one. You get the feeling of sadness, tearfulness, emptiness, or even hopelessness for no reason. There can be angry outbursts or even frustration over small matters. There will be loss of interest or pleasure from most or all normal activities such as sports, hobbies. You'll often want to stay home rather than go out and socialize or try out new things. There will be changes in sleep pattern, either insomnia or you'll sleep too much. You'll be tired all the time and you'll lack energy. Even if you want to do a small task, you need to give a lots of effort. Your eating patterns will change also. You'll either eat too much and gain weight or eat very little and lose weight. You'll be always anxious, agitated and relentless. Everything might slow down for you. The way you speak, the way you move, even your thoughts too. You might be feeling worthless or guilty, or you'll be fixating on your past failures and you'll blame yourself. You might be having trouble thinking, concentrating, decision making and even remembering things. Depression might be short term or long term, and in severe cases you will have suicidal thoughts. First thing, you have to tell yourself that depression is common and it affects millions. Recognizing and accepting the fact that you have depression is the first step. If you have fever, you will take medicine, right? So if your brain is tired, why would you not deal with it? Sometimes it is necessary to take a step back and reflect on your life. It is okay to feel sad. It is okay to be vulnerable. Our brain, like other parts of the body, is prone to illness. We should address that instead of ignoring it. Let yourself feel the emotions, but don't stay in it. Time is not constant and this time will pass. You have to tell yourself. Try to find out the root causes of depression. So once you find out the causes, it will be easier to deal with it. Ignore the negative thoughts that come to your mind and try to be positive. Be thankful for all the good things that is happening in your life and concentrate on being happy for the time being. And let other things in life be secondary. Do something that energizes you, like playing outdoor games or exercise. It will lift your mood and relax you. Listening to music helps. Find music which calm your nerves. Mozart or Rabindra Sangeet, metal or jazz, anything will do. Taking a vacation can help you. It will improve your mental health. Sometimes doing something day after day does not allow you to move on with your life. Break your routine. Do something new. It is well known that meditation or deep breathing reduces your anxiety and stress. Having a good diet is important. When you put good things in your body is healthy, your body feels good and your brain will feel good. Try to get into a healthy sleeping routine. Aim for 8 hours sleep every day. If you can't deal with it yourself, confide to someone. Family or friends, any close ones will do. Find someone who can empathize and listen to you compassionately so that you can empty your heart. Listening without judgment is important. Listening without imposing their ideas on you, without trying to change your mindset. That person should be able to give you the space you need to discuss openly. That person should be able to understand your suffering through their perspective. That person should be able to put himself in your place and think how it feels like if he was going through what you are dealing with. Also, that person should be willing to help you through your suffering. If nothing helps, consider therapy. Sometimes it is easier to talk to strangers than your own. They're professionals and they will guide you. They're doctors after all. Hopefully this video helped you. Thank you for watching.